It's been about 10 months for the Pokemon hype, but did you know this has happened before in 2021? That one ended. So let's take a look at what happened in that hype to see if we can get any clues to when this hype will end. So here's the sets that released in 2020 and 2021. Ironically, that hype started with Vivid Voltage, just like our hype started with Surging Sparks, both Pikachu sets. It then goes on to release Shining Fates, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, and Evolving Skies. It's interesting though, because those sets were kind of thought as mid. Now, saying Evolving Skies was mid sounds crazy nowadays, but back then when it first came out, there was the whole scandal with like the stolen cards, and people didn't like it when it first came out. But that was also the celebrations year. People were coming back from nostalgia, just like they're coming back now for the 30th anniversary, for all these nostalgic sets coming out, like Destined Rivals, we got the Megas. So October 2021 was kind of when the hype started to fizzle out. The Celebration set came out. It was cool, but it was all right. And then they followed up with Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, all three sets that were kind of not loved. Again, it sounds crazy that to say that Fusion Strike wasn't loved, but at the time, it just kind of sat on the shelf. It's interesting. So if we look back at that hype bubble, the sets weren't focused around nostalgia like we've been seeing with the modern sets. So like Gen 5 Black Bolt White Flare, Team Rocket, we're getting into Megas, we're getting into Charizard, Rayquaza possibly, Gengar, all these super popular Pokemon are spearheading these sets, unlike some of the Sword and Shield sets. So I do think the hype will die down. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon, especially with the 30th anniversary, but I think the 30th anniversary will kind of be the beginning of the end. After that kind of goes down, there will be nothing really to look forward to for people who aren't like super heavily into it. And so I think if we can ride that wave, it'll go down. But it's super unfortunate that Pokemon's coming out with all these sets that are very nostalgic. They're very heavy hitting. There's been some good sets coming out recently. And I think all it's going to take is for some mid sets to come out. So hopefully after Emeralda, Storm Emeralda, maybe it'll decline. But man, I think it'll be a little bit longer, but it's good that it's happened before, and I think the hype will die down eventually. It just maybe about maybe 6 more months. I don't know.